Ladies and gentlemen, you stand at the precipice of greatness. The moment you've worked for, the moment you've sacrificed for, is now upon you. You've taken over the game, and now they're struggling to keep up. There was a time when they thought you were just another face in the crowd, when they looked past you, dismissing your ambition, your drive, and your relentless hunger to succeed. They had their doubts, they questioned your every move, and they laughed at the audacity of your dreams. But now they see what you've become. You have risen beyond the limits they set for you, beyond the expectations they imposed, and you've set a new standard. And as you stand on top of the world, they watch from below, struggling, gasping, trying to catch up to your relentless pace. This is your moment. The moment when you realize that all those late nights, all the sacrifices you made, all the times you pushed yourself past the limits of exhaustion, all those moments when you stood alone, rejected, underestimated, none of that was in vain. It all paid off. You didn't just enter the game, you took it over. And now, the very people who tried to break you, who doubted you, who dismissed you, they are struggling. They are scrambling to find a foothold, trying to comprehend how you reached this point and how they can even begin to keep up with someone like you. You see, what they don't understand is this: you were never meant to be a follower. You were never meant to play by the rules of the game that others set for you. While they were content with mediocrity, with following the same tired path that everyone before them had walked, you chose a different route. You chose to break free from the chains that bound you to conformity. You chose to think bigger, to aim higher, to push yourself harder. You weren't interested in playing it safe. You weren't interested in fitting into their narrow definition of success. You wanted more. You wanted it all, and now you have it. They may try to pretend that they don't care, that they're not concerned with what you're doing, but deep down, they know the truth. They know that you've taken control of the game, and now they're struggling to even stay in the race. They're behind, trying to figure out how to catch up to you, how to close the gap. But it's too late. You've already set the pace. You've already shown them what is possible. You've already proven that limits are nothing more than illusions, and success is simply a matter of willpower and determination. When you started, they thought you were foolish. They thought you were overconfident. They laughed at your ambition and ridiculed your dreams. They didn't see the fire burning inside you, the relentless drive that pushed you to keep going when everyone else gave up. They didn't see the sacrifices you made behind closed doors, the moments of doubt you overcame, the pain you pushed through. But now they see it all. Now they understand the price you paid to get to this point. And now they know that they were wrong. The game has changed. You changed it. You didn't wait for permission. You didn't ask for approval. You didn't sit back and wait for the perfect moment to make your move. You took action. You made your own opportunities. You created your own path. And now they are struggling to follow in your footsteps, trying to catch up to your momentum, but they're always a step behind. They say that success is a lonely road, and that's true. The higher you climb, the fewer people there are with you. And those who were once close to you, those who once walked beside you, they now find themselves lost, trying to keep up with a version of you that they can't even recognize. You've outgrown them, you've surpassed them, and that's not your fault. You didn't leave them behind. They simply couldn't keep up with the pace you set. And yet, despite all your success, despite the fact that you've already won the game, there will be those who will try to tear you down. There will be those who will try to discredit your achievements, to make you feel like you don't deserve to be where you are. They will try to diminish your success, to tell you that it was luck, that you didn't truly earn it. But don't listen to them. Don't let their jealousy and bitterness cloud your judgment. You earned every inch of this. You fought for every victory. You pushed yourself to the limit and beyond. You have every right to stand tall and proud because you've done what they never could. They're struggling now, and they will continue to struggle because they don't have what you have. They don't have the vision, the determination, the strength to keep moving forward when the world tells them to stop. They don't have the grit to keep fighting when everyone else has already given up. They don't have the heart to keep pushing when the pain is too much to bear. But you do. You have all of that and more. And that's why you're standing at the top while they're stuck at the bottom, looking up at you, wishing they could be where you are. You are the standard now. You are the one they look to for inspiration. You are the one they will try to imitate, but they will never be able to replicate your success because your journey was unique. Your struggles were your own. Your victories were hard-earned. They may try to copy your moves, but they will never have the heart that you have. They will never have the same fire that you have, burning inside of you. They will never be able to match the hunger that drives you to keep going, even when the odds are stacked against you. So, let them struggle. Let them watch from the sidelines as you continue to rise higher, as you continue to break barriers and set new records. Let them try to catch up, but know that they never will. Because you didn't just take over the game, you changed it. You showed the world what it means to truly succeed. You showed them that greatness isn't given. It's earned through hard work, perseverance, and an unshakable belief in yourself. Now that you're on top, you have a responsibility to continue pushing forward, to continue leading by example. You can't stop now. You can't rest on your laurels. There are more mountains to climb, more battles to win, more records to break. You've shown them what you're capable of, but you have to keep proving it to yourself. You have to keep showing up, day in and day out, and doing what it takes to stay on top. Because this is just the beginning. The game you've taken over, the one they're struggling to keep up with, is just the first step. There's more to come, and you're ready for it. And when the world tries to pull you down, when the doubters and haters come for you, you'll stand tall. You'll remember how far you've come, how much you've overcome, and how much you've achieved. You'll remember that they thought you couldn't do it, and you'll remember that you proved them wrong. You will keep moving forward, because you know that the only way to truly stay on top is to keep pushing, to keep evolving, to keep striving for more. So hold your head high, because you've earned it. You've taken over the game, and now they're struggling to keep up. But that's not your problem. Your problem is to keep rising, to keep leading, to keep breaking the rules and setting the standard. And trust me, there's nothing more satisfying than knowing that no matter how hard they try, they will never catch up to you. You've already left them behind. The moment you look back, you realize just how far you've come. What once seemed like a distant dream is now your reality. And it's a reality they can only watch from a distance, struggling to find their way forward, while you soar above them, outpacing them in ways they couldn't even begin to comprehend. It's not just a matter of speed, it's a matter of vision, of strength, of relentless focus that they simply couldn't muster. You didn't take the easy route. You didn't take the comfortable path. You chose the path that only those with the courage to embrace the unknown would dare to walk. And now, with every step, you've left them behind. So far behind that even if they tried to catch up, they would still be chasing shadows. But you didn't do it for them. You did it for yourself. You did it because you believed in your own potential when no one else did. You saw something in yourself that no one else could. While they were stuck in their limitations, trapped by their fears, and paralyzed by their insecurities, you chose to rise above it all. You chose to embrace the struggle, the discomfort, and the sacrifice. You chose to be uncomfortable, to push your boundaries, to live outside of the predictable and the safe. They didn't understand that. They couldn't see the value in it. They couldn't comprehend the immense power that comes from fighting through the storms, the darkest days, the moments when all you had was your will to keep going. And now, they're looking up at you, stunned, confused, and trying desperately to play catch-up, but they're too far behind to ever close the gap. They may try to replicate what you've done, they may try to copy your moves, but they will always be a step too slow, a moment too late. They'll never understand that the success you've achieved didn't come from shortcuts, from playing it safe, or from following the crowd. It came from embracing the grind, from living in the trenches, from facing down your fears every single day and saying, "You will not defeat me." That's something they'll never know. They'll never understand the true nature of sacrifice, the sleepless nights, the relentless pursuit of a vision that only you could see. You didn't just do this for recognition or applause. You did it because you knew, deep down, that you had something special, something rare, something that could change the game. You didn't need their validation. You didn't need their support. You didn't need their validation. You didn't need their support. You didn't need their approval. You had your own drive, your own fire, your own unbreakable will. And it was that fire that propelled you forward, that kept you pushing through when everyone else gave up, when they told you it was impossible, when they told you it would never happen. You proved them wrong. What sets you apart, what makes you different from the ones who are still struggling to catch up, is your mentality. It's your unwavering belief that anything is possible if you are willing to work for it. It's the fact that you understand the value of persistence, of resilience, of refusing to quit, even when the world seems to be pushing against you. While they were busy looking for the easy way out, the quick fix, the shortcut, you were busy putting in the work. You were busy developing your skills, refining your craft, pushing your limits, and doing the things that no one else was willing to do. And now, they're struggling to even keep up with you, trying to figure out what they missed, what they didn't do, what they could have done differently. They look at you, at what you've accomplished, and they can't figure out how you did it. The truth is, they were never willing to do what you did. They were never willing to sacrifice what you sacrificed. They were never willing to go through the pain and the struggle to get to the place you've reached. But here's the thing, when you reach the top, when you've achieved everything you've worked for, there's no turning back. You can't go back to being who you were before. You've evolved. You've become someone different, someone who sees the world through a new lens, someone who knows what it takes to succeed and who is willing to continue pushing for more. And those who are struggling to keep up will never understand that. They will keep looking for shortcuts, keep looking for ways to bypass the process, but they'll never get it. Because the process, the struggle, the grind, it's what makes you who you are. It's what builds the strength, the character, the resilience that enables you to stay at the top while they struggle to even find their way to the middle. When you've taken over the game, you've changed the rules, you've rewritten the playbook. And now, as they try to follow, as they try to understand how you did it, they realize they can't play by the same rules they once did. They've become obsolete. The game has evolved, and they are still stuck in the past. They still think that success can be achieved by following the same old patterns, by playing it safe, by staying within their comfort zones. But you've already moved on. You've already outgrown those limitations. And now, you are moving at a pace they can't even comprehend. You didn't get to this point by being average. You didn't get here by taking the same route that everyone else took. You didn't succeed by following in the footsteps of others. No, you took the road less traveled. You carved your own path. You built your own legacy. And now, you are a force to be reckoned with. And they are stuck in the past, stuck in their own limitations, stuck in their own fears. It's a hard truth to accept, but the reality is this. When you leave them behind, it's not out of malice. It's simply because you've outgrown them. You've become someone they can't relate to anymore. You've developed the mindset of a winner, the mentality of someone who is always striving for more, always pushing for better, always reaching for greatness. They're still holding on to their old beliefs, their old ways of thinking, and they just can't catch up. They may try to imitate you, but they will always fall short because they don't have the foundation you've built. They don't have the resilience, the grit, the drive that you have inside you. And the reality is, you don't owe them anything. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them your time, your energy, or your attention. You've done the work, you've paid the price, you've earned your place at the top. If they want to catch up, they'll have to do the same. But you know they won't. You know they won't put in the work. You know they won't make the sacrifices. And so, they'll continue to struggle while you continue to rise. This is your moment. This is your time. You've shown them what it means to truly succeed. You've set the bar so high that they'll never be able to reach it. And now, it's up to you to keep climbing, to keep pushing forward, to keep achieving. Because there's always more to be done. There's always a next level. You've taken over the game. And now, it's your responsibility to continue to shape it, to continue to lead, to continue to inspire those who are still stuck in the shadows. Let them struggle. Let them try to catch up. But you're already far ahead, and you're not stopping now. You're not stopping now, and you never will. There is no finish line in this game you've chosen to dominate. The journey you've embarked upon is one that doesn't have a singular destination, but an ongoing evolution, a continuous progression towards something bigger, something more powerful. You've already reached a level of success that most only dream of, but for you, it's just the beginning. You've proven to yourself and to the world that there is no ceiling to what you can achieve, that your potential is limitless, and that you're not bound by the same limitations that others place on themselves. The road ahead is uncharted territory, and you're the one with the courage to lead the way, to break through the barriers that others are still too afraid to even acknowledge. As you stand in the position you do now, with all eyes watching you, waiting for you to stumble, waiting for you to slip, you only become stronger. The higher you climb, the more pressure they'll try to put on you. But you're built for this. You've spent countless hours forging your mind, body, and spirit, conditioning yourself for every challenge, every obstacle, and every setback that could come your way. While others think that success is a finite thing, that once you reach the top, it's time to rest. You know better. For you, the top is just the beginning. There is always more to learn, more to achieve, and more to conquer. The moment you stop striving for more, the moment you stop pushing forward, is the moment you start falling behind. And you don't intend to ever fall behind again. You've already left the doubters and the naysayers behind, but that doesn't mean you're done. It doesn't mean you've reached your full potential. It doesn't mean you've achieved everything you're capable of. Number. You've only scratched the surface. The world has yet to see what you're truly capable of. The vision you have for your life, for your success, is far beyond anything most people could even dream of. They're still struggling to catch up to your level, and you're already plotting the next move, already thinking about the next step in your journey. While they're still trying to understand how you did what you've done, you're already looking ahead, already preparing to leave them even further behind. There are those who think that success is an event, a singular achievement that once obtained defines you forever. But success isn't an event, it's a mindset, a constant state of growth, an ongoing process of becoming the person you were always meant to be. Success doesn't stop when you hit a certain milestone or achieve a certain goal. It doesn't stop when you break a record or make a name for yourself. Success is what happens when you make the choice to keep moving, to keep pushing, and to keep striving for more, no matter how high you've climbed or how much you've already accomplished. You've learned that the moment you stop challenging yourself, the moment you become complacent with where you are, you risk losing everything that you've worked for. That's why you're not stopping now. You can't. You won't. The moment you take your foot off the gas is the moment you give others the opportunity to catch up, to take your place. And that's not something you're willing to let happen. While others are still figuring out how to navigate the game, how to get ahead, how to gain an advantage, you've already redefined the rules. You've already created your own system, your own way of doing things, your own strategy for winning. You've embraced the idea that there is no one-size-fits-all solution to success. You've learned that in order to rise above the rest, you have to be willing to do what no one else is willing to do. You have to be willing to make the sacrifices others won't make. You have to be willing to take the risks others are too afraid to take. And you've done that, time and time again. When the world told you to play it safe, you took the risk. When everyone else was playing by the same old playbook, you wrote your own. You weren't afraid to be different, to stand out, to stand alone when necessary. While they were busy trying to fit in, trying to follow the formula, you were busy making your own path. And that's what got you here. That's what put you in the position you're in now. That's why you're not stopping now. You've reached the top, but you know that it's not about the destination. It's about the process, the journey, and the drive that keeps you moving forward. The people who once doubted you, the people who once said you couldn't do it, are still watching you, still questioning your every move. But they don't understand. They can't. They don't have the same fire that you do, the same unshakable determination that propels you forward, even when it feels like the world is against you. They don't know what it takes to keep going when the odds are stacked against you, when every part of you wants to quit. They don't know what it feels like to push through when every muscle in your body is telling you to stop, when every voice in your head is telling you that it's too hard. But you do. You've been there. You've felt that pain. You've experienced that fear, but you didn't let it stop you. You used it as fuel. You used it as motivation, and that's why you're not stopping now. The world will try to break you. The world will try to push you down. It will throw obstacles in your way, try to knock you off course, try to make you doubt yourself. But the difference between you and those who struggle to keep up is that you've built a foundation that can't be shaken. You've developed a resilience that can't be broken. You've conditioned yourself to thrive in the face of adversity, to rise stronger from every setback, and to turn every failure into a lesson. When they get knocked down, they stay down. But when you get knocked down, you rise. You rise because you know that it's not the fall that matters. It's how you get up. And every time you get up, you get stronger, smarter, and more powerful. So as they try to catch up, as they scramble to keep pace with you, know that you're already thinking about the next move. You're already thinking about how to raise the bar even higher, how to push the limits even further, how to make them struggle even more to keep up. You're not concerned with their struggles because you know they'll always be chasing you, trying to close the gap, but never quite able to do so. And that's okay. Let them chase. Let them try. But know that the gap you've created is a chasm they will never cross because they don't have the mindset, the drive, or the vision that you do. And when the inevitable hurdles come, when the tough times hit, when the doubts creep in, you'll face them head on. You'll stare them down and remind yourself that you're built for this. You were born for this. You're not stopping now, and you won't ever stop. The road ahead is yours to conquer. and nothing and no one can stand in your way. You've already proven that you have what it takes to win, to succeed, and to rise above every challenge. And the world has only begun to see what you're capable of. So keep moving, keep climbing, keep dominating. Because the game you've taken over, it's yours now. And nothing is going to stop you from winning. You've already left them behind, and now you're setting your sights on new heights. You're not stopping now, and you never will. In the end, your journey is just beginning. The game you've conquered is only a chapter in a much larger story of relentless growth, unyielding determination, and untapped potential. As others struggle to catch up, you'll continue to push boundaries, redefine the rules, and rise higher than ever before. You've proven to yourself and the world that you are unstoppable. And as long as you keep moving forward, no one will ever come close to matching your drive, your ambition, or your unwavering commitment. The path ahead is yours to claim. You're not stopping now, and you never will.